Oops. I just pulled my webcam down. Does it still work? Just a second. Yeah, it still works. What up? Alright, boys. Another day. Happy Halloween. We are back here again. Guys, listen. I've got my Murloc costume on. Kind of a funny story how I got this. I'll probably tell it pretty soon. But anyway, boys. What's up, y'all? It's me, it's your boy Asmongold. Happy Halloween. Today, I am actually... See, you guys might believe, okay? You might believe, based off of my costume, that I'm actually a Murloc. But the truth is that I'm a loot goblin. Because we're doing the Shameless MC today. And I'm very fucking excited to do that, man. That's the main fucking thing. Where's Asmongold? He's gone, man. Yeah, that dude's still asleep. Yeah, loot whore, you mean? No, not loot whore. Because that's sexist. No, loot goblin. It's a little bit better, right? You're doing Movember? That's whenever you don't shave, right? That's whenever all, like, guys don't shave for all of November. Is that basically how it works? I'm not really 100% sure on that. But I think that's what it is, right? My earphone must be scuffed. It sounds different. Yeah, your probably earphone's fucked up, man. Do a Halloween transmog competition in retail? Maybe. We'll see what happens, man. But I'm not really planning on doing that today. No Nut November. Okay, so it's like, I thought that was a good idea. The, what do you call it? The whole, like, no shave November thing. Like, that'd be okay, but, like, the problem with that is that, like, you know, what if, like, I think the last time I did that, my girlfriend was like, okay, well, I'll do it too. And I just decided, you know what? I'm not gonna do it anymore. And, that was basically, you know, that's pretty much how I ended that. And I wasn't really a fan. Nutting helps prostate cancer? Well, I'm glad, man. I really am. Let's see, where the fuck we need to go up here? Is there anybody not here with us? Okay, no, everybody's here. We're good. How can you shave? You have no hair? Well, I'm talking about my beard. I actually shaved my beard yesterday. I trimmed it up a little bit. So, let's see. Yeah, so we need to do... I forgot. Like, Onyxia resets out of... after, like, in, like, 2 hours, right? It resets in an hour and a half? Who's this idiot? Stop. Just stop. I don't want to have to deal with you today. Like, I don't want to have to deal... Like, do I really have to deal with both of you guys today? Just stop, guys. Just stop. Okay? Like, see? This is... What, you're really going to attack me? Okay. Alright, fine. Attack me. See what happens. You're dead. Fuck you, idiot. Alright, there we go. So, where's the shaman, though? Where'd the shaman go? I guess he left. Oh, no, he got... Oh, I see. He got feared inside. That's too bad. Yeah, he just got rolled over. Like, I mean, what do you expect, man? Yeah, so we need to do Onyxia after this. Like, I want to get this running out of the way real quick, and then after that, we need to do Onyxia on my main. And, if I can do it fast enough on my main, I want to go over... So, like, anybody who's in main raid right now, get ready to go over to Onyxia. Like, as soon as we finish this run, we are going directly over to Onyxia. And I'm gonna get that done as fast as I fucking can, man. Did you borrow that suit from Annie Fuchsia? The funny thing about it is, like, so Annie said, this is the first time I was at BlizzCon, the first year, and she asked me, she's like, if I get you a Murloc costume, will you stream with me in the Murloc costume? And I said, I don't know, maybe. I like, you know, as usual, like every single time that I give anybody an answer to anything, it's always, you know, I don't know, maybe, it depends on, we'll see what happens. So there's literally no way for me to commit to anything. So it's like, if they get disappointed, it's like, oh, I didn't say I'd do it. I said I might do it, right? And so that's pretty much how it is, right? I never commit to a fucking thing. So, anyway, you know, this is like the next day or like later on that day. She just comes up to me with a bag and it's a Murloc outfit. She's like, all right, you ready? Let's go. And I'm like, wait, what? And so then I end up doing the stream with her with the Murloc outfit on, right after that. Let me see. I think I can actually find that in a little bit and, show you guys what it is. Honor resets is 1 day, 40 minutes, not 40 minutes. So does Onyxia reset? Okay, let me just ask my guild. Yeah, I'm just gonna ask the guild, and that way I'm not just trying to figure everything out myself. Wearing makeup today? No, I'm not. Oh, it resets tomorrow. Oh, thank God. Oh, okay, alright, so I guess I should do... You know what? After this, regardless, I'll do 2 runs of this, and then regardless, I'll go do Onyxia on my main. I actually thought it reset this morning, and I was gonna have to like try to get 2 Onyxia runs out of the way in 1 day. Which would have been a real fucking cock. So, I'm glad that didn't happen, man. That tree planting thing is up to 10.6 million. Yeah, I mean, I saw it, like, I feel like a fucking loser, you know? Like, I donated 1,000 trees, and then you've got people like Jeffree Star donating 40,000 trees. It's a lot of fucking trees. And then Elon Musk donated like 1 million trees. Like, isn't that like... That would be like a little bit of a bonus about being a billionaire, you know what I mean? It's like you can just donate $1 million and it's like, you know, whatever. You know, it's not really a big deal. And, must be nice, man. Must be real fucking nice. Someone took Elon's first place. Yeah, tree Elon Musk, exactly, man. And, let me see, at least you donate? No, I'm obviously joking. But, yeah, I just think it was kind of funny to see that happening, man. Future goals? Yeah, we just need to... I need a bigger donation goal, so I need to make a donation goal to be a billionaire. How about that? I think that'll work well. Yeah, so perfect. Imagine if they all planted the trees in front of his house. That'd be a lot of trees, man. There's some girl streamer cosplaying as you right now. I know, I saw that. I will show you guys that in a bit, okay? I will. I think that shit was fucking funny, man. Treeman gold, etc. It's a little bit too much, man. How are they planting trees for $1 a piece? Trees cost more than that at Home Depot. Well, the thing is, like, whenever you're buying anything, like, you probably know this if you've probably bought anything in bulk, is that things actually don't cost as much as people say they do. There's just usual markup fees, and, like, the majority of, like, costs, especially for things like that, are mostly for, like, materials and, like, transportation, production, etc. So if you already have, like, a buyer for something, the cost is a lot lower because the transportation costs and everything like that are already accounted for, and... you know, the purchase is more guaranteed. So you don't have to worry about, like, marketing the product, shelf space for the product, paying people to sell the product, because you already have all that taken care of. So that's why things are a lot cheaper if you buy them in bulk. You know, you go to Sam's Club and there's a bag of fucking Lay's potato chips for, you know, there's like a bag of Lay's potato chips you could fit somebody inside of, and it's only $6. It's like, wait, what the fuck? I thought the little bag was $1. How the fuck is, you know, like 50 of the little bags, you know, $6? How does that make sense? It's just a matter of scale. Like, that's why, right? It's the same thing as, like, if you ever sold shit in WoW, right? Like different runs and everything. That song's a little bit too loud. I'm gonna turn this one down. Alright, good. So if you ever sold shit in WoW, you know how this works, right? Is like, you have like one dude. It's like the 80-20 rule. And this works with like fucking everything. It's actually really odd how this actually manifests itself in like everyday life in like all of these different ways. It's called the 80-20 rule. And what that means is that you do 80% of your business with 20% of your customers. And let me tell you something. With a lot of things that are basically service industry, and like whenever you're doing like direct service to other people, it's more like 90-10. It's more like 90 fucking 10, and here's why. You're gonna have people, they have like one good run with you, and then after that, they tell their friends. After that, they're like, okay, well then now I want this one too, right? You gotta hook them. And so, there's a lot of business stuff like that. Where the fuck? We actually forgot one. Wow, we suck. We just suck. Okay, that's great. Yeah, there we go. Wow. Okay, Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of the way that it works, man. And I've looked at it before, Nick. I'll check it out in a bit, Nick. Yeah, I will. I saw the tweet. I will look at it in just a little bit, man. Don't worry about it, okay? Join us on Arcade. Listen, dude. Imagine caring about Arcade on BlizzCon weekend. Here's the thing. I don't know about you guys. Which one are y'all more excited for? Let me ask you guys. Diablo 4 or the new WoW expansion? Like, and this is a genuine question. Like, which one are you guys more excited for? I'm actually not sure. D4? A lot of people are saying D4. Same. Actually, same. I'm more excited about Diablo 4. I'm very, very fucking excited about it. It's gonna be amazing, man. Tough question. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is that I'm excited. I guess I don't know what the WoW expansion's going to be. I'm kind of just expecting it to be like the same thing as the last one. So it's not like anything that I'm like, oh man, you know, I can't put this on anymore. It's messing up my hair, dude. Like, my hair is, oh Jesus, man. Ooh. Okay, alright, there. I think that's about as good as it gets now. Alright, so anyway, here's the way I look at it, right? Is that if the WoW expansion comes out and it's the same shit, you know, it's like the exact same, like, okay, well, it's gonna have, like, a couple of raid bosses and, you know, just like the usual, a couple of raids, 8 dungeons that are all designed to be cleared in the MDI. Actually, you know what? I just thought, boys. Yo, listen to this. So, Blizzard is clearly getting rid of, it seems to me like they're getting rid of the WoW esports. You know what that means? That means that they don't have to design the dungeons for the MDI anymore. We can actually just get good dungeons again. There's no reason not to have it. No, you think about it like that. Yeah, they're gonna get rid of the fucking, like, oh, well, this dungeon you're gonna have a pack of 3 and a pack of 5 and a pack of 3 and then a mini boss and then another pack of 3 and then the boss, and then you have a very, very straight pathway over to the next pack of 3, the pack of 4, and a pack of 5, and the 2 mini bosses and the next boss. And then after that you have the last boss, and then after that you have to come back and kill more trash. You know, it's how fucking glad are we that that's gonna be the case? And I was thinking about how fucking stupid Blizzard is. You know, I think about this a lot, right? I mean, what else is there to think about? How fucking stupid they are. Okay, so they did this thing, right? They did this thing with the toys. They're gonna lose money. They're actually going to lose money. I think about it like this. So if everybody that bought the toys, many of the people that bought the toys, bought them because they were going to support the players in like a 25% way. Now that players don't feel that way, they're probably not going to buy them again. So how many less people do you think are going to buy them like next time versus this time? I would say like half. Like, because you're not going to have anybody promoting them. You're going to have people actively saying negative things about them, right? I would say like they'll at least lose like 20 to 30% of the sales on the next one. Right? I do, because the people that are buying them are mainly buying them because they're invested in the community. So if they're invested in the community, it's going to be a lot easier for them to pick up on that kind of stuff, right? So let's say, what do you call it? When watches these tournaments, they look all the same. Yeah. Well, let's say they do that, right? And they made $2 million, basically average $2 million off of this by taking 50% of it. Or sorry, 75% of it. So if they sell half as many, they're going to basically lose $1 million. Because if the total sales were 2.6 million, and then their cut of that is like 1.9 million, they're going to probably get less than 1 million. And so they're effectively trading off saving $500,000 now for losing $900,000 or $800,000 in the next sales quarter. Like, I thought of this. I thought about this last night. Like, I can't even believe it. It's so stupid. It is actually so stupid, man. I can't believe it. If you don't buy anything because the consumer attitude of the USA, no, because there's like it's almost like a charity thing. It's like I can guarantee you that like the Susan B. Corman Foundation probably gets like less donations now than it did before because other people expose. You know, how much, what do you call it? You know, how much money that they do goes towards, like, administration, etc., right? And maybe that might not be a good example. I don't really know. I'm just kind of assuming. But in general, I think that's the case with a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, do you think Blizzard will continue to do something super scummy, like force you to buy a new expansion so you can continue playing Classic? No. No, I don't think so. The thing is that, like, it's always bad. It's always bad business to make somebody pay for something that they're already getting for free. You know, like that's always. It never makes the consumer feel good. So no, I don't really ever think they're gonna make you pay anything else besides a sub fee for Classic. That's it. And if they do that, then I feel like a lot of people probably just like won't play Classic, or they'll just stop playing. Because like, you know, it's just like, why do you have to spend $40 to pay for something that you've been playing already? You know, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I think if they ever did that, yeah, people would be really pissed off, man. And new furry pet or mount, make it all back. Yeah, well they can, but that doesn't necessarily mean they could do both, right? They could make twice, they could make even more, right? I mean, if they care only about money, it seems like it's kind of a bad direction to go in, you know what I mean? At least that's the way I see it. I just don't give a shit about retail anymore. They've had enough chances. I feel like there's a lot of people that feel that way, you know? Like, they've played retail forever, you know, they still like retail, etc. Or, you know, not necessarily like it, but they're still, like, positive towards it to an extent. But at a certain point, it's like you have, it's like you just have so many things that go wrong, people kind of lose interest. And I think that's kind of like what's happened, you know what I mean? China's getting a statue with the Warcraft 3 Reforged purchase. Check Wowhead, what the fuck? China's getting a statue with the Warcraft 3 Reforged purchase. Okay, give me a second. I'll look at that whenever we get to the gauntlet here. I don't want to delay the group yet. So, yeah, we'll do that in a minute, okay? Only weird, creepy people still like retail. It's just a trash game. I think that retail WoW has like a lot of positives. I mean, it's a good game. I enjoy it in some ways, yeah. But I'm also like kind of, you know, I'm kind of weird too. You know what I mean? Like I played this game for like, you know, how many, like 10 years or something like that, 13 years since 2006. So it's like, okay, wow, you like the game. What a surprise. You've liked the game for over a decade. You know, I'm not necessarily like a good way to judge if something's good in WoW or not, because I just play the game constantly, you know what I mean? It's too lame to respect it more. I don't think it's really lame or anything like that. It's just that people, you know, people just want to have, I think Classic kind of gave people an idea of what they really kind of wanted more so in an MMO. And because of that, people go back and they look at retail and like the way that it plays versus like Classic in terms of like, you know, reward structure and everything like that. And, you know, people just really want that Classic experience. I think that's really what it is more than anything. Let me go over. I'll take a look at this this Wowhead thing. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull this up. Somebody say that Moonguard is the only server with people left on it. Yeah, I know. That's because, like, well, why is Moonguard the only server left on it, okay? Like, the 100 IQ take of that is because it's all a bunch of fucking nerdy RPers and there's no furries in Classic. But I think the real take on it, something that's even bigger than that, is the fact that, like, Moonguard, the players make their own content. The players are the content. And that's why the game keeps lasting on that server. That's exactly why. Okay, hopefully this is gonna work, right? Yeah, it did. Okay, so statue... Wait, what? What? In addition to announcing more Spoils of War digital collectibles this week for Warcraft 3 Reforged, Blizzard has unveiled a statue of Arthas for the boxed edition in China, which comes with some art prints and a pin. A life-size version of the statue was unveiled in China Joy earlier this year. You can browse more of the picture. Okay, what is this here? Can I click on this? Okay, let me see here. I gotta play the music. That's awesome. Dude, that's really fucking cool. Wow. Damn. That is really cool. Wow, what the fuck? What does this mean? Only for the oh, okay. Okay, alright, alright, yeah, right, of course. Okay, let me see what this is. So this looks really fucking cool, man. Like, I don't know why they don't make this for the US version, man. Like, what's the problem with making it for the US? What the fuck? This is 25 centimeters. It's like this big, right? It's like somewhere around like this big. Holy crap, please don't let it be China only. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I think this is really cool. It's made in China. Yeah, well, lots of shit's made in China. It doesn't mean you have to stay there. Like, all I mean is, like, this is really cool. Like, I don't know why Blizzard wants to put this only in China. Like, what's the point of that? Like, I don't know. Maybe it has, like, lead in it or something like that, and they can't sell it in the US. Like, I don't know. But, overall, like, this thing looks really badass. Like, they definitely should fucking sell this in the US, man. They use scuffed metal? Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's like the only way that I could see why it would make sense for them not to put it in the, on the US store, right? I mean, like, fuck, man. Like, yeah, it was produced in China. What would you expect? Shipping the US costs money? I mean, I guess so, but, like, they should at least allow people in the US to buy it, you know? Like, I don't know. I just think that'd be badass. Put it on Master Loot? I will in a minute, okay? We're just not really yet ready yet to get to that part of the boss, okay? There's his old hammer besides him? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, you're right. What the fuck? Yeah, that is badass. I mean, like, I still think Arthas is probably one of the coolest stories in the game. And, in terms of, like, it being an iconic story, I think Garrosh's story was, like, I like Garrosh better as a character, but I do think Arthas' story is, like, it's the most iconic story of WoW, right? I mean, like, let's be real. I mean, what is more iconic than the Lich King? As I said, my dad knows who the Lich King is. My dad doesn't know who Garrosh is. You know, he would just assume that Garrosh is either from Lord of the Rings or World of Warcraft. Or one of those other fantasy fucking movies, you know, that's about it. It's marketing what you want, you can't have it, then they release it in the US a month later. Well, that's fine, right? I mean, like, yeah, obviously people are probably gonna get pissed off about this because they're like, oh yeah, Blizzard catering